Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be solving LeetCode 100, same tree. So given the root of two binary trees, P and Q, we need to write a function to check if they are the same tree or not. And they tell us two binary trees are considered the same if they are structurally identical and the nodes have the same value. So if we take a look at example 1, right, our output is going to be true because we can see that the trees are the same, right? Both roots are 1 and both left nodes are 2. And both right nodes are 3. So let's take a look at example 2, right? This gives us an output of false. Both roots are 1, while the left node of the left tree is 2, and the left node of the right tree is none, right? So it's obviously false. So we are going to use a depth first approach to solve this. So we're going to use a stack. And on this stack, we are going to put the P and Q nodes together. Now, all we have to do is run depth first search. There's a couple base cases we'll have to check. So let's say while the length of our stack is not equal to 0, we're going to grab P and Q. Let's call them node 1 and node 2 with stack.pop. Now, we need to check to see if both of the nodes, right, both node 1 and node 2, if they are both none, then we just want to continue on running our search. So we'll say if node 1 is none and node 2 is none, we can just continue, right? Because there could still be nodes that we need to check yet. Else if one of the nodes is none and the other node has a value, right? Then we know that it can't be the same tree, right? So if this would work for example 2, right? We take the left child of the left subtree, or the left tree, that is going to be 2, right? And the left child of 1 on the right tree is going to be none, right? 2 does not equal none, so we would return false in this case. So we're going to check else if node 1 is none or node 2 is none, then we're just going to return false. Otherwise, we are going to check. We're going to say, okay, is the value of node 1 and node 2 equal to each other? So let's take the root of example 2, right? Is node 1, node 1's value equal to node 2's value, right? 1 does equal 1, so we return true. But we are going to check if they are not equal to each other. So we'll say if node 1.val does not equal node 2.val, then we know they are not the same, so we can return false. And then after that, we can just add on the left nodes and the right nodes like we would in a normal depth first search. So we'll say stack.append the node 1.left, comma, node 2.left, and we are also going to do the same for the right. So node 1.right and node 2.right. And after we exit this loop, this while loop, right, then we are done running our depth first search. And if none of these conditions executed, right, then we know that we have two trees that are identical to each other, so we can return true. So we will say do a latent return true. So this should work. Let's run it. Perfect. We passed all 3 test cases, so we'll submit. Awesome. And it does run. So time and space complexity for this problem is going to be, for both, it is going to be O of n. All right, that'll do it for LeetCode 100.